Hello students, now today in this session I will explain question number 1 and 2 of exercise 12.1. So as we have already discussed some laws in our previous video, so today we will start from question number 1. So let's do it. So exercise 12.1. So question number 1 we have 3 sums under question number 1. So in all the questions we have negative powers. So let's see how to do. Now let's see how to do this sum. We have 3 to the power minus 2, isn't it? The first job is to make the power positive. Fine. So for this, which law will we use? So since a to the power minus m, this will be equals to 1 by a to the power m. So what we have done, to make the power positive, we have to do the reciprocal of the base. So once you do the reciprocal of the base, the power becomes positive. Okay, so this is what you have to do with this sum also. So 3 to the power minus 2, this will be equals to, what is the reciprocal of 3? What is the reciprocal of 3? Reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3, because if we write 3, that means we have 1 as a denominator. So 3 by 1 would be equals to, the reciprocal form of 3 by 1 is what? 1 by 3. So the reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3, and when we do the reciprocal of the base, the power becomes positive. So now we have to evaluate this, that is 1 by 3 into 1 by 3, and this will be equals to 1 by 9. So this is the solution of sum number 1. Now let's move on to sum number 2. So in this case we have base as negative, so minus 4 is the base, and what power we have? We have minus 2. You see, again power is in the negative form. So again we'll use the same law. Every time you have to mention the law, students. This is very, very important. So 1 by a to the power m. So this is the law that we'll use for this sum. In some of the sums, when we gradually proceed with this exercise, we will find that in one sum, two laws will be used. So there you have to mention the 2 laws. Okay. Since in this case we are using only one law, so we are only writing the law which we are using to solve this sum. So minus 4 to the power minus 2. So what we have to do to make the power positive? We have to write the reciprocal of the base. And what is the base given? Minus 4. So what is the reciprocal of minus 4? It is 1 by minus 4 to the power 2, isn't it? So now let's evaluate this. So 1 by minus 4 into 1 by minus 4. So that would be equals to 1 into 1, 1. And minus minus will become plus, and 4 4s are 16. Okay, so this is the solution of sum number 2. Now let's move on to sum number 3. So let's write down the sum number 3. Now what we have in sum number 3? We have 1 by 2 to the power minus 5. So again we see that the power is in the negative form. So what is the first objective? Absolutely right. We have to make the power positive. So again we will use the same law, that is a to the power minus m would be equals to 1 by a to the power m. So this is a law that we are going to use to solve this particular sum. Now let's write the question again. So 1 by 2 to the power minus 5, and this would be equals to what? That is, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? It is 2 by 1. Absolutely right. But in this case, we will not write 2 by 1. Okay, we will only write 2. Now we will write the power in the positive notation. That is plus 5. Now, what is the answer we will get? If you multiply 2 5 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So the answer would be 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, and 16 to the 32. So this is a required answer of question number 3. Now let's move on to question number 2, in which it has said that simplify and express the result in power notation with positive exponent. That means we do not have to expand the values. Okay, we just have to give the answer in the positive exponent form. So let's do it. So in question number 2, number 1, what we have? We have minus 4 to the power 2 Now we have a division sign, and then minus 4 to the power 8. Now if you carefully observe, students, that in both the cases the base are same, and in between these two terms we have a division sign, isn't it? So which is the law? What is the law that we have to use? That is a to the power m divided by a to the power n, and in case of division, what we do with the powers? Absolutely right, we subtract the powers. So this is a law that we'll use to solve this particular sum. So we'll write the question again. So minus 4 to the power 2, we'll put the division sign, minus 4 to the power 8. Now as the base are same, so we'll write the base as minus 4 and we'll subtract the powers. So 2 to the power minus 8. The required difference will come as minus 6. Now we are not supposed to keep the answer in the minus power form. Okay, so how to convert the minus power to a positive power? Yes, you have to write the reciprocal of the base. That is, what is the reciprocal of minus 4? So reciprocal of minus 4 is what? 1 by minus 4. So this is the reciprocal, and this is how you make the power positive. So this would be your required answer, students. Now let's do sum number 2. We do not have to expand it, as in the question it has already said. We have to give our answer in the power notation, that is in the exponential form, but you have to be careful that the power should be positive. So this is the two conditions that they have asked. So we have fulfilled those two conditions, isn't it? Now number 2, we have 1 by 2 cube to the power square. Now you see, if you have to solve the sums, which are the two laws? Now in this case we will use two laws. Now let me just write down the first law which we'll use. The first law would be a to the power a by b to the power m. Now how to open this? A by m and b by m. So this is the law that we'll use for the first step. So now let's use it. 1 by 2 cube whole square. Now this square will be shared with both the numerator and the denominator. So 1 square by, so denominator is already having some 1 power, so we'll write it in this way. Now to open this is denominator form. To simplify this denominator, we have to use another law. So 1 square is what? 1, and this time we will multiply the powers. That is 3 into 2. So that will be equals to 1 by 2 to the power 6. But we have to also mention the law, students. So we have to write, since a to the power m to the power n, that would be equals to a to the power m into n. So this is a power law. Fine. So this is how you will solve sum number 2. This is the required answer. As you see that we have given the answer in the power notation, and also the powers are in the positive form. So this would be your required answer for question number 2. Now let's move on to sum number 3. So what is sum number 3? We have base as minus 3 and power as 4. And in another term we have base as 5 by 3 and power as 4. Now to solve the sums, which law we have to understand? So if you carefully observe this, you see multiplication sign is there, but the problem is, you see the base are different. But one advantage is there, is the powers are same. So you have to what? You have to remember which law we can use for this particular sum. So we have studied one law, that is a to the power m into b to the power m. You see, in both the cases the base are different. We have multiplication sign in between these two terms. So what we do? We will take the base inside the bracket and we'll write the power in this form. That is, we are taking the power as common. So this is what the law we'll use to solve this sum. So let us write this question, that is minus 3 to the power 4 into 5 by 3 to the power 4. So we'll write the base inside the bracket. So minus 3 into 5 by 3 now to the power 4. So this is what exactly you have to do. Now reduce this 3 and 3. So your required answer would be minus 5 to the power 4. So this is your required answer, as because you have given your answer in the power notation and the power is in the positive form. Never mind that if the base is in the negative form, no problem, because in the question, again I am repeating, they have given two conditions that your answer should, in your answer, the answer should be in the power notation form and the power should be positive. They have not said that the base should be positive. Fine. So let's do the last sum for today's session. It is 3 to the power minus 7 divided by 3 to the power minus 10. So these two terms is given inside the bracket, and then again into sign is there. Then again 3 to the power minus 5. So according to the Bodmer's rule, we have to first solve the bracket. So inside the bracket, what we can observe is that we see that the two terms are having the same base and we have division sign in between the two terms. So according to the law, so we'll write the law first. A to the power m divided by a to the power n, and this would be equals to what? We subtract the powers in case of division when the terms are having the same base. Absolutely. Now, so this is the law that we'll use to solve the bracket. So let's do it. So 3 to the power minus 7, and we'll subtract the powers. So this power is already having minus, so we'll put it inside the bracket, and then we'll write this into, and then again this term, that is 3 to the power minus 5. Now let's solve this bracket. So minus 7 minus minus will become plus 10 into 3 to the power minus 5. Now if you subtract it, so minus plus is minus, so 10 minus 7 is 3. Now as 10 is greater and it is carrying positive sign, so we'll give the exponential value as plus 3 into 3 to the power minus 5. Absolutely. Now to solve the final part of the question, you see that again we have two terms and we have multiplication sign in between the two terms. So what we do with the powers then? We add the powers. Absolutely. So before we solve, we have to write the law, that is a to the power m into a to the power n equals to a to the power m plus n. So to solve the final part of the question, so we'll use this law. So let's write the final part again. 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power minus 5. So the next part would be 3 to the power 3 plus, this is already carrying minus sign, so we'll put it inside the bracket. Now let's open the bracket. So 3 to the power plus minus is minus 5. So if you solve this, we'll get the power as minus 2. So we are not allowed to keep the power in minus form, isn't it? So how to make this power positive form? We have to do the reciprocal of the base. So what is the reciprocal of the base? What is the reciprocal of 3? It is 1 by 3. So this is how we can convert any negative power into a positive power form. Fine. So this would be your required answer, students. So thank you. So that's it for today's session. God bless you all. Thank you so much and take care.